Good morning, Scituate. Happy June 13th. It's myself today and Superintendent Bill Burkhead. I'll do my update, then I'll switch it over to the superintendent. After that, we'll just let you know what the meetings are this week. So starting with the COVID numbers, the COVID data is actually pretty good. Our Maven number was 25, which is down from 36 last week. The total number of cases reported to the Board of Health was 76, down from 91. Our positivity rating was 8.97. Which is actually up 1/10 of a point from last week's 8.87. Plymouth County is at 7.1, down from 8.36, and the statewide positivity rating for the last 7 days was 6.53, down from last week's 7.73. Statewide, there were 54 individuals in ICU, down from 70 of last week, and 18 patients are intubated, down from 19 of last week. So most of the numbers are going in the right direction, with the exception of our positivity rating. It's gone up very slightly, so hopefully those numbers will all break down next week, and we'll continue to see the abatement of the COVID uptick that we've had going into the nice summer months. The reservoir, we had a lot of rain last week, so the reservoir is at plus 175, up from 1 inch. Tac factory is also at plus 175, up from 1 inch of last week. Average daily demand was 1.553, down from 1.669 million gallons per day last week. So we are getting to that summer usage. We do ask you to continue to conserve water as best you can. Manganese levels remain high in the pond, and they will go through the plant. It can't cause discolored water. I remind you that the water restrictions are in place. Those restrictions are issued by the state. All outdoor watering must occur before 9 a.m. and after 5 p.m. Automatic irrigation systems can only be used 1 day a week, depending on the precinct that is designated by the Scituate Water Department. That information is available at scituatema.gov/water division. The water department will be holding an open house tomorrow from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the water treatment plant at Old Oak and Bucket. Residents can come and learn about the current treatment plant that we use, the current treatment process that we use at Old Oak and Bucket. They can also learn about the pilot program that we did and the proposed new treatment process that will be in the new treatment facility. In addition to the open house, residents can go to the town website, or they can go to scituatesurvey.com and take a free survey about the new proposed water treatment plant. As part of that, you will be asked to leave your email address, and we will use that to provide you with updates, information, and news about the water treatment plant process as we go forward. The last time, we'll remind people, if you want to have a car wash, you do need permission from the water department. As the summer goes on and the drought worsens, we will be not allowing those, so please check in advance before you have a car wash. As we announced last week, the sanctuary at Herring Brook, which are the apartments being built on Route 3A down there at Kennedy Gardens, will be holding a lottery for the affordable housing units on August 8th, 2022. A public information session will be held via Zoom on June 23rd, 2022 at 6 p.m. Completed applications must be received at SEB Housing by 2 p.m. on July 25th, 2022. This information is posted on the town website, or you can go to sebhousing.com and click Affordable Housing Opportunities at the top of the page for more details on this process. At this point, I will turn it over to Superintendent Burkhead.
Thank you, Mr. Boudreau, and good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Start off with our health and wellness update with COVID numbers. Trending slightly up a bit at the schools, but still a relatively low number at 28 last week. The week before that was 21. The breakdown for our district and schools are 1 case for district employees, excuse me, 1 case for Cushing, 7 cases for Gates, 1 case for Hatherley, 3 cases for Jenkins, 13 at the high school, and 2 at Wampatuck. School committee meeting tonight at 6 p.m. Pretty comprehensive agenda. We'll be celebrating student learning with the Hatherley Elementary School. We'll also be recognizing all our retirees tonight, so that'll be an enjoyable piece of the evening. Presentations will have State of the Schools from the Jenkins Elementary, and we'll be sharing our thought exchange, high level of results overview. That was the recent survey that went out to the Scituate school community. And then each school will share their school improvement plans with the committee and the community this evening. We'll be talking about liaison assignments for the committee and summer meeting dates. Also, finally, Assistant Superintendent Driscoll will discuss enrollment numbers and the process for that. Last day of school is June 27th, which will be a half day for students. And next Monday, June 20th will be Juneteenth, and there'll be no school. We'll be having a Scituate Public Schools celebration for the school community. In one of the only districts doing something like this. It's between 1 and 2 p.m. All are welcome at the Gates Dining Commons, again on Monday, June 20th. Finally, just a couple things, a quick update. Our athletic teams have been in the tournament and very active and successful. I want to give them a shout out, as well as the community support that we've had for all our teams and the coaches and athletic director and assistant AD. Baseball was the number 12 seed. They lost in the first round to number 21 Falmouth 7-6. Boys tennis came in as the 8th seed, lost in the first round, and number 25 Amherst Pelham 4-1. Boys lacrosse was the 4th seed going in. They won their first round against Whitman Hanson 19-3. Lost to Westwood 7-3 in the second round. And girls lacrosse is still alive at the 9th seed. They won their first round game against Falmouth 19-12, and they'll play today, first Masconomet. Also girls tennis is also alive. They won their first round versus North Compton 4-1, and they won their second round against Notre Dame Academy of Hingham 3-2. They'll be playing in the state semis, which will be TBD. We'll get that out as soon as we know. Finally, I just want to give a shout out to our 8th grade civics classes and teachers over at the Gates. I was invited into a couple of classes, Mr. Robinson and Mr. Gillespie's class last week. If you don't know, they're doing civics projects that are authentic, which take place on the topic they want to talk about in local government or schools, but they want to research, interview folks, survey, and come up with possible solutions. Some of the things we talked about were our technology implementation at these schools, middle school athletics, and local town government. So thanks, kids. That was best part of my week, and I really appreciate that. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent. Just an update for people for this week for town meetings. We have a very busy calendar. Tonight, the Community Preservation Committee will meet at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night, the Advisory Committee is meeting at 6. The Beach Commission is meeting at 6 p.m. The Select Board is meeting at 6:30. The Public Building Committee is meeting at 7. Water Resources is also meeting at 7. On Wednesday, the Charter Review Committee is meeting, Affordable Housing Trust, the Historic Commission, and the Shellfish Advisory Committee. And finally, on Thursday night, the ZBA will be having a public hearing on one of the projects before them. So that's what we have for today. Next week, I believe we will come to you on Tuesday, as the Monday will be the Juneteenth holiday, which the town will be celebrating. So I hope everybody has a nice week, and we will see you next Tuesday.